Hello, my lovely Sagittarians. I'm Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do your August 2020 love reading, or within a month's time of when you view this. Please keep in mind these are general readings. They will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you'd like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email's in the box below. I'll gladly give you all the information you need on personals. It's on the community tab as well as my website. And don't forget to check me out on Patreon. These readings will be extended over there, where we'll cover obstacles and blocks, actions, outcomes, external factors, and advice, and anything else that I see fit depending on the energy, because sometimes we need more information while other times we don't. It is any denomination over there. You can cancel at any time, so no obligation to you. Thank you so much for your love and support. Even a simple subscribe or like helps me out tremendously. So, I live on a main road. You're going to hear traffic. I do apologize. I say that every time just in case there's new people coming in. I lowered my microphone. I'm trying my best. I really have nowhere else to read at this point, so I can't move my station, I guess you could say. So just bear with me with that. And I do apologize for the wait. Last week wasn't a great week for me. A lot of personal things came up with my children, both of them. One, I posted about the pedophile talking to my daughter. So we had to go over that, and then my son had told me a few things that I'm not going to discuss due to his privacy, but I don't know. I was a mess. So I didn't want my energy to be put into your reading, so that's why I took my time. Thank you to those of you who stuck it out and stayed, because I do know I lost some subscribers because I didn't post in a week. So for those of you who left and come back, thank you for returning, and I do apologize for the delay. So anyways, I'm human too. I was drawn to do it. I'm going to do it. So the main energy is Angel of Balance, number 2. 2 is my favorite number because the best things come in twos. At least that's my view on it. And it's an even number. I have something weird with odd numbers, but that's just me personally. So I feel like the overall energy between you and this person, Sag, is wanting to create not only a commitment, but a family dynamic, a relationship with this person. It's like, but you want it to be all encompassing, or they do, both of you do. So this is like, how are we going to make this work? Energy is what I'm feeling. So there could be a distance between the two of you. It could just be emotionally, especially if you're partnered with this person. And if it's an ex, then there are some things obviously that you guys need to work through in order to come back together, because the relationship ended for a reason and you don't want to repeat history, or they don't. But regardless of the disconnect or the reason, because I do feel for some of you this is somebody new, so the changes that need to be made in order to create this sense of balance between the two of you might be individually. So like, for example, one of you might need to relocate for work, or be more stable on your own, while the other one needs to get out of a relationship, or get out of a codependent situation. I don't know, something like that for one of you or both of you. So I feel like there's something that needs to be resolved, ended, or cleared up, either on your side or their side, or both of you guys' sides, before there can be a coming together. But I feel like the energy, you guys are embodying that energy of problem solving, trying to figure out how to make this work. And I almost feel like some of you might be unaware that the other person is working towards a connection with you. Because I do feel kind of like I'm out of the loop, like hidden energy. And when I feel that way, it's like it's hidden from one of you, because someone's working behind the scenes to bring something together. For some of you, this could be as simple as a job, creating your own business, or leveling up in the company that you're at, because some of you are in love with your job. I do feel some workaholic energy, and if that's the case, you're just trying to find that work-life balance, because I feel like I'm all in. I'm either working my ass off, like all work, no play, or all play and no work. So someone needs to learn how to balance their life out like that, or they're trying to. Maybe you're becoming aware of this, or your person is. Because I do feel like somebody is away a lot, and that could have been a problem. Whether you dated this person or not, it just could be someone you know, or that you've known, and maybe you don't even know that they like you, or they don't know that you like them. You know what I mean? Like there's a little bit of a secret crush energy here as well, whether you know the person or not. So then we have some extra cards. Dream big. You have the power to create your own reality. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the workaholic energy, like someone's really trying to get a business off the ground or just get their life straightened around so that it's, I was going to say so that it's livable. So maybe for some of you it's out of pure necessity because, you know, you need to pay your bills and you're behind, or the other person is. But I feel more of like, I have a goal. I want to, you know, be the CEO of this company, or I want to own my own business and make $100,000 a year to start. Like that's my initial goal, you know, something like that. So someone's really in their imagination about how their life is going to look. Like there's definitely some solid goals here that someone's trying to attain. And I feel like some are practical and some are very imaginative. So I feel like I'm talking to someone who is either this way or who is dealing with someone who is this way. It's kind of, I keep using this word too lately, fantastical, someone who fantasizes a lot, a big time daydreamer, which I know for myself personally, I daydream a lot. It's like, it used to be a coping mechanism for me when things were going rough. I could pull myself away mentally and just put myself in a fantasy world when I was younger, and it would, you know, just make life that much easier to bear. Some of you might be doing it for that reason, or your person might be, but regardless, I feel like this is, someone just has a lot of dreams, and some of them are realistic while others are not. So it's like time to decipher what's going to be your reality, or what it potentially can be attainable basically, and what really isn't, especially for where you're at right now. Maybe some of those unattainable goals, they're just not attainable today. You know, you've got to knock a few things off the list before you can really start working on that. So it's more like prioritizing. So I feel like somebody is needing to prioritize things and people and situations in their life, whether that's you or your person or both of you. I kind of get a sense if this is someone that you've known for a long time, or if it's an ex, because it's not an ex for all of you. So don't get butthurt with me saying ex. Some of you it is an ex, others of you it is not. I feel like if it is an ex scenario, the ex that wants to come back, whether it's you wanting to return to somebody, Sag, or they're wanting to return to you, unbeknownst to you, like you don't know that they're still interested. Maybe your intuition is telling you that they're going to reach out, or you can feel them coming back to your energy. Regardless, whether you're aware or unaware, I feel like they feel that you're unattainable at this time. And for most of you, you might be. So I just want to throw that out there. And they're trying to figure out how to change this, basically. Is this just a fantasy of mine? Am I daydreaming and blowing smoke up my own ass, thinking that Sagittarius is going to love me again and take me back? Or, you know, vice versa, whatever. Or is this a realistic goal? So someone's trying to decipher that. And then we have your divine counterpart as a reflection of yourself, is who you are right now, who you want them to be. I feel like when I said this is very an independent journey, so with the two of you coming together as the end goal, or that's what you're wanting or they're wanting or both of you are wanting, I feel like independently of this connection, there are things that you guys need to work on, like I said initially, and that's what this card is basically referring to and pointing out, bringing to your attention basically that don't expect anything grandiose from this individual, whether they're old or new. Don't expect anything from someone that you wouldn't do yourself, basically. So, for example, if you think that your perfect partner, whether it's an old person, new person, whatever, is somebody who has their shit together and they're on top of everything, something like that, they're just so put together. Are you put together? Like, are you expecting more from your partner than you can actually do or give yourself? So just keep that in mind, because sometimes we do that unintentionally. We don't realize that we're putting unrealistic expectations on our partner or partner to be, because we just have like a fantasy, we have a daydream. Like, this is what I want idealistically, but maybe it's not realistic. So just kind of, I feel like that's what this balancing is like, are my goals realistic? Am I being realistic with this individual? Am I putting too much pressure on them? Are they putting too much pressure on me? Or did they in the past? Or did I in the past? Because I keep hearing OCD in my head. So I'm pretty sure Spirit wants me to just say it and point it out, that someone in this situation, for at least one of you, a set of you, a group of you, whatever, might battle with OCD tendencies. So obsessive compulsive disorder, and it can be mild or major. I feel like there are varying degrees with this, but the fact that Spirit is pointing it out, whoever has OCD, oh my god, I'm throwing shit, whoever had out of control is what I just heard when that dropped. So whoever has these obsessive compulsive tendencies, I feel like would be the one who's putting these unrealistic expectations on their partner or partner to be, like, basically building somebody up to more than what their potential is, falling in love with an ideal or an idea versus, reality, who the person actually is. Because love is selfless. It's not who we want someone to be and who we expect them to be. It's who they are right now. So can you love them through all their imperfections? Can you love them through their flaws, through the good times, the bad times, sickness and in health, all that shit? Because a lot of times we'll just go, yeah, I will, because I have these strong feelings. But when the shit hits the fan and you're faced with a tragedy or a really rough time in your life, people tend to bail because what they thought they were able to handle, they actually can't handle, because they wouldn't even be able to handle it for themselves. So how are they supposed to help somebody, their partner, for example, get out of a bad situation when they themselves thrive in unhealthy situations and don't know how to get themselves out of it, So I kind of feel a situation like that. And for some reason, Sag, I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like for some of you, you're the one that can be kind of unrealistic at times. But then I also feel that this other person can be. So with number 2 and balance, it could be one time, you're acting unreasonable or you're being unreliable. And then, when you change your ways, this person acts that way. And it can kind of bounces back and forth like that. That's not for all of you, but I do feel like if you're dealing with an ex situation, that was a common occurrence. It was like, when you're not doing it, I'm doing it, and when I'm doing it, you're not. Like, it was kind of like bouncing off each other. So I feel like there was an unhealthy situation, and a lot of it has to do with immaturity. For some reason, I'm feeling that. So there could be an age gap. If there isn't an age gap between you and this person, it's just maturity level. It's just one of you is ascended higher than the other. And I almost feel like one of you has a very practical view of the world and situations and people around you. And the other person is more grandiose in the fact that it's not, they don't live in reality. There's a lot of unmet expectations and a lot of disappointment on this other person's side, because they just set really high goals for themselves and those around them, and they're just not attainable. So then we have someone is watching you. They are waiting and gathering information. Don't be shy, little stalker. Get out of the bushes and say hello. So you do have someone keeping tabs on you, Sag, or you are keeping tabs on them. Take it where it fits. I could be talking to a cross watcher, flip-flop, vice versa, whatever. So I just want to let you know that When I say Sagittarius, I could be talking about the other person or vice versa, because it is energy and this is a general reading and there are a lot of you. Also, post warning, I use bad language. If you don't like it, there's the door. See ya later. Bye. Just want to let you know, because some people do take offense to that. So the mutual energy between you and this person, Sag, is number 12, breaks down to a 3. Gossamer Princess, communication, relationship, work to be done. It's kind of funny that this is coming out with communication as the main energy on this card, because the angel card that Taurus got was communication. So I do feel like somebody wants to reach out, but they just don't know how to, or if their communication is going to be well received. So if this is an ex or someone that you've known for a long time in your past, I feel like there was definitely a disheartening separation between the two of you. Someone was hurt during this disconnect, this breakup, this whatever happened between you and this person, because like I said, some of you have dated this person while others of you have not. But I do feel like someone was treated with disrespect at one point. Either you were or they were, or both of you were disrespecting each other in a sense, kind of doing the back and forth that I was talking about. But I do feel like you both are aware that if you two were to come together or come back together, depending on your situation, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's major transformation that needs to be had, that you guys equally agree on, in order to balance the scales and make this work. So basically, the both of you need to be on this same page. And in order to be on the same page, there needs to be proper communication. Meaning you guys shouldn't lie to each other. You need to be open and honest about what you want, what you need, what you don't want, things like that, because I feel like a lot of times when we fear that we're going to lose someone that we hold near and dear to us, we tend to either clam up and not say anything, or we tend to lie about the negative feelings that we have for that person or surrounding the relationship, because we have that fear of abandonment, or we just don't want the connection to fall to shit if we're honest. If you guys have built a solid foundation, or if you work on building a solid foundation, which is kind of what this is, to start again or to start at all, your relationship will not crumble and crash to the ground if the work has been done initially. If you guys took your time and you are honest with each other, because nobody is perfect. So always keep that in mind. You might have an ideal in your head, a fantasy, a dream relationship, but just know that even though you can have that dream relationship with your dream person, whatever, thing like that wish can be granted for you, but it's not going to always be easy. It's not going to always be a cakewalk. It's not going to always feel like a wish come true. There will be good days and there will be bad days, and I feel like there's someone in this situation who does not handle the bad days very well, and they always think, oh, it's the end. I fucked up. I'm done. This is done. Sagittarius is going to leave me, or so-and-so is going to leave Sag. Like, I feel like I beat myself up over the small things when they're normal, and every relationship experiences such pitfalls. So, there's a need to be able to collaborate and work together and understand that, with the good comes some bad. It's just the way life works. We have number 16, the decadence, abruption. There's the Tower card. So I do feel like there's massive change coming in. I feel like whatever's going on between you and this person right now, which I feel is a disconnect. I don't feel like you've spoken to this person in a long time. For some of you, it could be years since you've spoken to this person. It could be upwards of 3 years, 2 to 3 years. Not all of you. Some of you just could be months or weeks or days. But I feel like for the majority, the change in this situation is going to be that someone suddenly reaches out and initiates conversation to get the ball rolling. Not saying that this is going to get off the ground and that the two of you are just gonna, fall in love all over again, or that it's gonna be easy, that this is gonna be an easy tower or an easy change. I feel like it's very difficult, and I feel like someone's weighing their options, like the pros and cons of, should I reach out? Is Sagittarius going to accept me, or is so-and-so going to accept Sagittarius? this is definitely a risk for somebody, and I feel like they're terrified of taking this leap of faith, but they know it's necessary, or you do, because it is mutual energy. And then we have write your own love story, two imperfect people who are perfect for each other, which is basically what I was just saying about how no relationship is perfect. And sometimes, and I did explain this in Taurus's reading as well, so if you are dealing with a Taurus, or you have Taurus in your chart prominently, or they do, definitely check that out, because I do feel a very similar energy, at least for part of that reading, maybe not all of it, but I did explain this in their reading. And I do feel like embracing your person's flaws is what's going to make this work. Because having that realization that nobody's perfect and that no relationship is perfect is going to definitely set a different course for this connection. It's going to change someone's perspective so that you two could collaborate in a more productive manner, and get further than you ever have before. So I do feel like somebody wants to rewrite history in a sense. So if you're dealing with an ex or someone from the past, someone wants to right their wrongs and they want to suddenly come in, possibly with an apology, because I feel like I want to change course. I want to do what I can to have you back in my life. Like I said, whether this is an ex or just someone you've known, because I do feel both scenarios. I just feel like I don't like how things are right now. I want there to be a change. I want you in my world, is what I feel. And someone dreams about this. They daydream, and they also, at night, they dream about you. This person could be popping up in your head, Sagittarius, randomly, and you're like, wow, I haven't thought of them in so long. Why the hell are all these outdated emotions coming up? Why am I thinking about the time I did this or that with so-and-so when, I haven't even seen or heard from them in years? It's because they are thinking about coming towards you. So you are consciously unaware, but subconsciously aware of them approaching. So your thoughts about this connection, Sag, or this person, is the Four of Wands, unity. So there is a sense of partnership here. I feel like you think of this person as someone who is the quote-unquote perfect mate. Even though we have a lot of flawed energy here, in your eyes, you've always viewed this person, or you do view this person just recently, if this is someone new, you view this person as either your perfect partner, whether they're a perfect partner in general, or if they're just made for you. You guys are cut out of the same cloth. But I also feel you're thinking that this person is better at relationships than you, unless you're over here. Someone in this situation is thinking this person, your love interest, handles connections in a more mature way than you do, or you handle them in a more mature way than they do. So someone definitely sees the value of camaraderie and partnership and the other one is kind of getting there. It's like more, they're still learning is what I feel. So there definitely is a difference. What this person thinks about this connection in you is the Three of Swords, disappointment. So there's the disappointment or the heartbreak that I was talking about initially. So I feel like while partner A over here, which I'm reading as Sagittarius, but remember, could be flip-flop, vice versa, this person over here is thinking yes, you're the person I want to be with. We work really well together. I want to change the dynamic between us. So if you're dating someone, you want to get rid of that person and move on to this person, or if they're dating someone, you want them to let go of that so that you two can be together. I feel like for some of you, not all of you, one person in this situation is trying to get out of a current connection in order to move forward with this connection, whether you've dated this person before or not. But Sag, basically, whoever's over here is thinking that this person would work really well with them, that they're the perfect partner for them, flaws and all. Also, the Four of Wands is 11-11 twin flame energy, and with all the twos and fours and this balanced energy, I feel like this is wanting to bring in that sense of balance and right some wrongs. You know, I want to be fair with you. It's a sense of fairness, like bring justice to the situation. So if you wrong this person, you definitely want to bring in an apology. And if they wronged you, you're hoping that they come forward and apologize to you, because I almost feel like you might be ready to accept an apology now if the shoe is on the other foot. But the person over here, partner B, whatever, your person, is thinking about all the things that went wrong between the two of you. So if this is an ex, I don't feel like they're still sitting in heartbreak and pain. I feel like this person has gotten over the disconnect, the breakup, whatever indiscretions happened between the two of you, whether they caused them or you did or the both of you did, but they're thinking about it. So now that your energy is kind of resurfacing within their energy, they are thinking about, it's almost like when this person thinks about the good times, they force themselves to think about, yeah, well, that was great, but, you know, so-and-so did this to me. So that could be you or them, but I kind of feel like someone is forcing themselves to think about all the disappointment that happened, because it's like you can't forget what happened in the past, what this person did to you. You know, do you want to fall for this bullshit again? So you could be thinking this even, but I feel like someone does not want history to repeat itself. Can I get more on the Four of Wands, please? We have the Five of Swords reversed. This is a lose-lose situation. It's like nobody has the upper hand here. But I feel like with the Four of Wands and the Five of Swords being reversed in your thoughts, Sag, or this person's thoughts, it's like there is no leader. Because I heard, if you lead, I'll follow. And with this energy, it's like, I don't want to control the situation. I don't want to control you. I don't want to be superior to you, and I don't want you to be superior to me. So this is like calling a truce. It's like, I want to literally be your partner, your equal. There we go. I don't want to be above you or below you, and I want us to be, you know how they say you don't want someone to walk in front of you or behind you. You want your partner to walk beside you and potentially hold your hand. That's what this person is saying. They want to match up to you, or they want you to match up to them. And they're seeing the error in their ways. We have the Lovers, Gemini energy with the High Priestess, and then the Unknown card. So there are a lot of unseen factors here in this person. I do feel like I said, they're forcing themselves to think of the bad times or any past indiscretions because they don't want to make a wrong choice. This person is trying to heavily listen to their intuition. So there's one of you or both of you are very spiritual. I feel like the person over here is in touch with their intuition on a very high level. So you could be dealing with a psychic, medium, tarot reader, someone who works with their gifts, whether they do it publicly or they just have these abilities and they do it for themselves, or, you know, they're practicing kind of thing off the radar. Regardless, this person is highly intuitive, and that's why they're forcing themselves to look at all the bullshit that happened between the two of you. But I feel like they're still pulled towards you, so now they got this push and pull, basically. So your feelings towards them, we have the Page of Swords, inspection. So I feel like you are trying to gather information about this person, making sure, or whoever's over here is, could be vice versa, like I said. Whoever this is, trying to gather information. It is the spying card. It's key, and we do have the spying card here. So I do feel like whoever's over here, Sag, potentially you, are watching this person, old or new, whoever it is to you, trying to figure out if they're with anybody, if they're in a better headspace, if, you know, where your in is. Like, can I talk to this person without there being a fight, without it being a problem? I feel like this is a slow start. I feel like you're trying to figure out if this person still has feelings for you, because there's a lot of shit that's up in the air. Oh, I didn't need that. How they feel about you in this connection is the Ten of Cups, contentment. So they do have a lot of love for you. I do feel like they know that there's great potential between the two of you. And if this is an ex of yours, they were very happy with you in the past. And I feel like it was a very abrupt ending. There was really shit communication between the two of you, and it was very bothersome to this person. So that's why they're forcing themselves to think about the bad times, like weigh your options, like, do you really want to go down this road again? Because remember what happened in the past. Remember that even though you felt this contentment, this emotional fulfillment. You felt like this person was your twin flame, your everything, your other half, whatever. They still hurt you, and it's like, do you really want to take that risk again? Is what I feel. So there's definitely a head over heart battle going on over here. But just know that if you're wondering, yes, this person still loves you, or they do have love for you. If it's not an ex, it's someone that does care about you. They see the potential, but they are weighing out their options. So if you didn't cause this disappointment because, this is someone new to you, then they're thinking about somebody who did them wrong, and they're trying to refrain from getting hurt like that again, even though it's basically they're taking their baggage with them and putting that on you. So it's like, is Sagittarius going to do this to me? Like, this person doesn't want to play fast and loose with their heart. And I feel like you might be seeing that with this spying card. You're learning more about this person and realizing that they're, when they disconnect from the world, when they pull away from you, or when they act aloof or whatever, it's a defense mechanism. Can I get more on the Page of Swords? I do feel like you want to bring in at least a sliver of communication. You want to see if you're wasting your time, if you're going in the right direction or not, if this can even be worked on. Can I get more on the Page of Swords, please? More on the Page of Swords. I feel like this person does keep tabs on you too, but I feel like they do it in a different way. So if you're watching their social media or looking at old text messages or love letters or cards or whatever, especially if this is someone from your past, this person isn't really like watching you in the same way you're watching them. I feel like they would be getting tarot readings on you, watching either YouTube ones or getting personal readings, or doing readings themselves, trying to look into your intentions, basically. I mean, some of you could be doing that, but I feel like this person over here is doing it in a more intuitive way versus physical, because this is more like in the real world, in the physical world, and then this is, listening to your intuition and more spiritually. We have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. Yeah, you see potential with this person, and you're trying to figure out if they're happier without you, or if you can bring more happiness into their life than they're already experiencing. So you want to know if you still have a chance. And I just saw talking, and with the Page of Swords, I do feel like you're going to send them a message, an icebreaker conversation, or this person is going to, and that's going to get you thinking. Someone's going to initiate communication in a very small way. We have date. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. I do feel like this person will meet up with you. I feel like they will give you a chance to at least explain yourself, or just to see what this is all about, because it will give them more clarity and peace of mind. So do expect someone to initiate this, whether it's you doing it to them or them doing it to you. I do see you guys going out and doing something fun, kind of lighthearted. It could just be as simple as a little dinner date, or going to see a movie, something small. It's nothing grandiose. I do feel like this person, there's two things I see with this. I feel like for some, they feel that you're happier when you're single, when you're out playing the field and dating around, like when you can be casual and not non-committal. So they feel like that's how you're content. For others of them, they're content doing that, and you might be seeing this, like, can I be one of your options and then your only option kind of thing. So you're wondering if you do kind of weave your way into their life, are they going to just keep it casual, or are they going to partner up with you? That's what I feel. So, because someone is kind of casually dating. So your hopes in this connection, we have the wheel changes. You're hoping that there's positive change that and forward movement. So if this is an ex of yours, you're hoping that they take you back or give you a chance or just hear you out, basically. I do feel like there's been a lot of growth in this situation, especially individually. Like you've matured a lot since you spoke to this person last, and they've grown and matured as well, vice versa, whatever. I feel like there's been a lot of healing that's been done on both sides away from this connection, whether you dated them or not. But if this is just a friend of yours and you want to level up, or if it's like a casual dating situation, I feel like you want more. You want to be the one and only. You don't want to be one of many, you know? You want to move forward in a commitment, in a partnership with this person. That's the change that you want. If this is an ex, like I said, you want to rebuild. You want to tear down what happened in the past and start fresh and see where it goes. Either way, there's massive positive change that you're hoping to occur between the two of you. This person hopes for is the Seven of Pentacles, progress. So I feel like this person needs time with this head over heart battle, because it's been, I feel like the disconnect has been long enough where this person kind of gave up on you and thought like this will never come back together. It'll be kind of a shock to the system when you do reappear in their life, or it could be a shock to your system. It all depends on what side you're on. But I feel like whoever's over here needs time to, I kind of feel like one of you is going to view this as being a waste of time, like someone's wasting time. You know, if you would have just made a decision, we could have just got on with this forever ago kind of thing. But I feel like this person is making slow progress, and they're hopeful that there will be positive change between the two of you. But it's going to happen in time. Like, the best things come to those who wait, I just heard. So it's like, why we don't need to rush. And when I was in the car before I got back here to do this reading, the song I'm in a hurry to get things done, and I don't know why I rush and rush till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and I don't know why. So it's like, I feel like maybe things went a little too quickly before. There could have been love bombing in the past, especially if we're talking about an ex, or someone's emotions were very intense and the other person was like, whoa, too much too soon kind of thing. So I do feel like there was a step back, especially if you never dated this person, because it was just too intense for someone. And if this is an ex, like I said, whether it was love bombing in a narcissistic way or not, I do feel like things happened backwards. They happened extremely quick. And we don't want to repeat history is what I feel with this. So it's like, let's take our time this time, because if you really love me and you really want me, you'll give me all the time in the world. You'll take your time. It won't bother you. And you'll not only see my perspective and my point of view, but you'll be in it for the long haul. So this person is also future forward thinking, hopeful that you'll still be there down the line, that this isn't going to be, you know, a come and go kind of thing. So whatever happened between the two of you in the past, or whatever happened to this person while they were dating, like with their exes and stuff, whatever happened in their past isn't going to occur again, you know? So they definitely need time. Can I get more on these changes for Sagittarius, please? Man, I talk too damn much. Well, there's your card. We have the Ten of Wands and Temperance. I will take that because I saw it, but this is a lot of work, and I feel like this is another card of balancing the scales and healing and working together, partnership. That's the change that you're hoping for here. So this positive change is that, you know, you're willing to put the time, energy, and effort in. You're willing to put the work in. But it's like, I also feel that you don't want it to be too much work. It's like, if I take the time and I really put the energy into this, if I really work on this connection and bringing it back together, is it going to pay off? You know, are we going to come together and be able to work together? Can we reconcile? Can we heal this? Are we a good match overall, whether, you know, this is a person that's old or new? Regardless, you want to move forward, and I feel like you're hopeful that it's not going to take too much work, but I feel like logically you know that it is, and you're willing to put that work in. You're willing to do what's necessary to get this off the ground, basically. Possibly to recover whatever happened in the past. If this is an ex, we have the Hierophant reversed. Yeah, this person is kind of confused on if you're committal, because if this is an ex, they're like, you left me in the past, why? We have conflict here. So there could be a heated conversation that happens between the two of you, especially if you're dealing with an ex. But if you're not, I feel like it's more of an inner conflict, because this person really wouldn't have many fighting words for you. But this is like non-committal energy. It's like you left me in the past, you didn't want to commit to me in the past, you were confused, you were just exploring your options, living la vida loca, living the crazy life, whatever, and you left me waiting. So I feel like the tables have turned, and this person is basically like, well, I'm not saying no, I'm saying I just need to figure shit out, give me time. So in time, maybe we could turn this around, and I will choose you and be committed. I do feel like this person has already chosen you, Sag, but they're not going to let you know that, because there are a lot of underlying issues here, basically. There are a lot of unseen factors. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Please join me over on Patreon for obstacles and blocks, actions, outcomes, external factors, so we can kind of see what the hang up is, what really happened between the two of you, or, just in this person's life, to make them hesitant on starting over with you or with somebody new. We'll see what this head over heart battle is, basically, and where this is headed, because there is change. We have 2 cards of change and communication. So with that, sorry, my kids are at the door. Thank God I'm at the end, because now they're yelling. Took 2 seconds for them to walk through the friggin' door and open their mouths. But anyways, we have 2 cards of massive change, and they're positive change. So I do feel like this might feel like boom, like an interruption at first in your life, but then it's going to turn into something beautiful, is what I feel. I feel a lot of promise here. But anyways, join me over on Patreon. Like I said, any denomination, cancel at any time, no obligation to you. We will finish this reading over there, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for your patience, your love, your support. Liking this video, subscribing helps me out tremendously. If you can just do your, the smallest part, the smallest thing on your part or whatever, to help me out, that would be phenomenal. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.